board 3 vessels, 2 Italian boats, as well as the Aquarius. These 630 migrants will step on land Sunday after 9 grueling days at sea. After Italy and Malta refused to allow the humanitarian ship to dock last week, Spain swooped in to help the group of mostly sub-Saharan Africans. Their journey has reignited a fierce debate in Europe over how to handle immigration. Thousands of volunteers and authorities in Valencia have prepared for the migrants to reach their shores. And we go now to France 24 correspondent Sarah Morris, who is covering the arrivals at the port. Sarah, the migrants were separated onto 3 different ships. One has already arrived, and the Aquarius is expected to arrive shortly. What do we know about who is on the Aquarius ship and what their condition is?
Well, Médecins Sans Frontières tell us that some of the most vulnerable passengers and migrants are on board that Aquarius because the most experienced doctors are on board that ship, and so they opted to keep most of the pregnant women and some of the people who had the most serious conditions. We remember that many of them have chemical burns and other conditions from hypothermia, from being rescued from the sea. They've been through pretty traumatic times. Most of them were in Libya and have experienced extreme violence and seen violence themselves. And many of the doctors there talk about the trauma that they've had, having to spend an extra 9 days at sea during this journey. We understand that the delay to the arrival of the Aquarius is really due to the extra time that's been taken to process this first ship behind me, the Italian Coast Guard ship. And we understand that now all of those passengers are off, and they're still going through the process of being interviewed by the Spanish police, interviewed by the doctors. One pregnant woman has been taken to hospital from that ship.
Now, we've seen Italy really digging in and denying these and other migrants entry. But what is the attitude there in Spain, and more specifically of residents of Valencia, when it comes to welcoming these ships?
Well, the Valencian people have really come out strongly to actually support the arrival and welcoming of these migrants. We've seen many hundreds of volunteers offer to help give out food, open up their homes. We know that there's about 2,300 people involved in today's operation. Some of those are members of the government, some of them are police officers, but many of them are people who have given up today to make sure that those refugees get the best welcome possible. Lots of people are pleased with the Spanish government's attitude. The socialist government hasn't been long in power. It's a minority government, and it's backed by the left-wing party Podemos. Many of those left-wing councillors up and down across Spain have also offered to put up migrants and to look after them, to receive them from Madrid to Catalonia, all over Spain. And really they're pretty pleased that the Spanish government has stepped in to rescue these migrants, where the Italian government and the Maltese government hasn't.
France 24 correspondent Sarah Morris, thank you for your excellent reporting on this story.